right, today is a great day to make a garden video. We'll start with my horseradish root. Actually, I cut the leaves down and I'm letting this grow back. I planted some more carrots because we ate all of the ones that we had a few months ago, and I want to have some carrots and parsley in the garden pretty much year round. So hopefully these will grow. I think it's too warm, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. This is my mint. It's nice and healthy. Really sunny today. And these are limes growing here. You can see the little limes forming on the tree. And same here, this is a lemon tree. We have a few blooms here as well. This was broccoli, but it's all seeds now. Strawberries, same thing. The strawberries are pretty much all gone. The birds pretty much eat those. I see a couple flowers there. This is a stevia plant. And that's a peanut plant, and it's not doing well. It's too warm. I'm gonna come on over here. I have potatoes growing here. This is an almond tree. Next to that is an apricot tree. And then I have two apple trees. One is delicious red apples and the other is the green apples. This tomato plant, actually I need to remove the bird netting. I thought that I had some type of critter eating my tomatoes, but I discovered this morning, and you'll see that on one of the other videos, a tomato hornworm. Those tomatoes look nice, don't they? A tomato hornworm was eating all of the, as you can see, eating the leaves. There's a lot of missing leaves. You can see it up here on top too. Here, where these plants are here but no leaves. The tomato hornworm eats the leaves. So I'll remove the netting on that later. This is just like a big rat's nest. This pot had one tomato plant in the front. It had green beans or red kidney beans in the back and cilantro on the side when I started out. But the tomato plant has just overgrown everything. And I'm just taking the limbs and I'm throwing them on top to keep them from being on the ground. But I have tomatoes in here growing everywhere. There are just tons of tomatoes. This weekend, my brother's gonna come. We're gonna take some of these plants out and put them in containers, and I'm gonna give them away because I just have way too many tomatoes in here. I mean, there are tomatoes growing everywhere on this plant. Just tomatoes everywhere. But I haven't discovered any hornworms in here. Let's see if we can find some of the green beans. This plant is just overgrown. Just overpowered everything. Here we go. Here's some of these green beans are actually the red kidney beans growing in there. And then as I mentioned, on the other side, we have cilantro growing. Let's see if we can find that for you. Yeah, there's some cilantro growing in there. Again, this pot had 3 different things growing in it, and the tomatoes just kind of took over. So this weekend, I'll kind of get that under control as much as possible. All right, so over there I have 2 pomegranate trees. Neither one of them have done anything. I think they're still too young. They bloom, but the blooms aren't turning into fruit yet. So I think they're still very young. This is a blueberry bush, and there are blueberries here. We do have blueberries. So there are blueberries growing on here. Lots of blueberries here. This pot had strawberries. I cleaned that out, and I'm gonna plant something else in there. I just haven't decided what yet. This one has Roma tomatoes and has 2 bell pepper plants, but it's been so windy lately, they're kind of blowing off to the side. We have lettuce growing here. This is romaine. These are just lettuce. It's hot today. I'm gonna move it. It's getting all wilted, but this is all lettuce. See that beautiful lettuce? And then this is lemon cucumbers. I planted these seeds a couple of weeks ago. Actually, these cucumber plants are doing pretty good. They're lemon cucumber, and I also put soybean, but the soybean hasn't sprouted yet. But those are lemon cucumbers, and these are just regular cucumbers. You can see some of them growing here. You see that? Cucumbers growing there. There's another one hanging up here. There's another one hanging down here. See that cucumber? In here, I have garlic and dandelion root. I have asparagus growing here. And you know, it pretty much looks like a fern right now. We really won't see any asparagus on that until the winter. But we have jalapenos. You can see the jalapenos here growing. Jalapenos. We have some sweet red peppers here. I also have cayenne peppers. These are just assorted peppers in here. Chili peppers, cayenne, and jalapeno. Jalapeno peppers. Over here, I have more tomatoes. More tomatoes. Again, I have the bird net. I don't know if I'm going to keep that on there, but lots of tomatoes growing in there. You can see lots of tomatoes. Some of them are ready to pick. I have all my stuff on wheels so I can roll it around. But we got plenty of tomatoes growing here as well. I have grapes growing here. These are actually red grapes, seeded grapes. So we should have some grapes soon. They're getting bigger. This is another grape plant that I started. It's actually doing really well. It's growing nicely, really healthy, but no grapes yet. It's still too young. Over here, I have watermelons, and I had to put this chicken wire on my watermelons because the birds were removing the avocados from the tree, and I didn't want them bothering my watermelons. So for now, I have my watermelons in watermelon gel, but you can see I have some watermelons growing here. There's actually two there. I have another one growing here. Looks like there's another one down there. You can kind of see that one down there. As we go around here, here's another one. You can see that one growing there. Pretty big one. And so on. There's several growing throughout. Throughout this cage. Watermelons everywhere. So, but they're doing really well. I'm gonna leave this on here as long as I can. I'm gonna actually use it for support to help hold some of those watermelons. This is an avocado tree, and the birds were coming in and they were removing these avocados. This is another avocado that someone gave to me. It's actually starting to do really well, and I didn't realize there's a tomato plant growing at the bottom, and something else is growing there too. It looks like maybe a radish, but there's tomato plant growing here. More tomatoes. Again, I have tomatoes galore. I have figs growing here. There's figs here. I actually came and pinched a few of the figs off today. I had a stick for support in this plant, and I noticed I had no figs growing on the back because the stick was there. So I removed the stick and I peeled off some of, or kind of pinched off some of the figs that were on that side to try to promote growth on this side of the plant. These are all moringa trees. There's about 6 moringa trees growing here. These were all started from seeds. There's another larger moringa tree going there, and it's doing really well also. So this is Wanda Sue's container garden. I'll give you an update. As I receive more updates, I'll give you more updates. Tomatoes.